Receiving schools, here is a reference for today's lesson. The strand, substrand, outcome, topic, materials, and your reference.
Good morning, 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers.
Good morning, Miss Irma.
Thank you, sit down. All right, can we have, Thomas? Thomas, can you tell us what we looked at in our previous lesson? Receiving students, please. Explain or tell the class what you looked at, all right, in your previous lesson or in our previous lesson. All right, everyone listen very carefully.
Decolonization.
All right, decolonization. What is decolonization? Thomas?
To grant the colony its independence.
Okay, very good. All right, decolonization was the topic that we looked at in our previous lesson, and you found out that decolonization is to grant a colony, okay, or a country its independence. All right. Now, one example that we gave was Papua New Guinea. Okay, we have been decolonized for how long? 30 years, all right? For 30 years now. We have been granted independence, okay? Now, there's some countries that are still to be decolonized. Some countries that are yet to be decolonized, or they still haven't gained independence, all right? And some of those countries, some examples are, what are some examples of those countries that are still to be decolonized? Now, in our previous lesson, receiving students, you looked at your atlases, maps, and you identified those countries. All right, Anna, one. All right, our neighboring country, Irian Jaya, okay? That's one. And Irian Jaya is looked after by Indonesia, all right? It's looked after by Indonesia, okay? Ismail, another country.
New Caledonia.
All right, New Caledonia. New Caledonia is looked after by France. Another country. Eileen.
American Samoa.
All right, American Samoa, receiving students. And American Samoa is looked after by United States, USA, okay? And many other countries like French Polynesia, Cook Islands, all right? Yeah, so those countries, they are yet to be decolonized, all right? They're yet to gain independence. Okay. At the end of this lesson, I am going to give you an assignment, okay? 8Cs and receiving students. Now, this assignment, before I give you the assignment, okay, we're going to look at, firstly, we're going to look at Irian Jaya, okay? I'm going to give you an example, all right, of the assignment, all right, of what you're going to do. So we're going to look at Irian Jaya first, okay? We know that Irian Jaya is, it's still to be decolonized, right? Okay, it's still fighting for independence, okay? It wants to break free from Indonesia, all right? But Indonesia is still, okay, holding on to Irian Jaya, okay? So let's look at Irian Jaya, okay? All right, decolonization, Irian Jaya. Who can tell me where Irian Jaya is in which continent? Receiving students, which continent is Irian Jaya in? In Asia, okay? It's in Asia, all right? Irian Jaya is in is a continent. Okay, it's in the Asian continent. Okay. Oops. All right. No need for you to get these notes down, okay, HCs and receiving students. Okay, let's see. Can we have someone to read, please? Okay, Nakawas.
For many years before 1949, most of the islands that are now Indonesia were part of the Netherlands
Indies. All right. Okay. For many years before 1949, most of the islands that are now, okay, now Indonesia, sorry. Wait. All right, so here, okay, so what, all right. What did I just say? Sorry, forgive me. And this island here, what is it called? Island of New Guinea, all right? Island of New Guinea, okay, this island here. This is the eastern half of New Guinea, and this is the western half of New Guinea, all right? So we have Irian Jaya here, okay? Irian Jaya, and this part is, what's this part here? Indonesia, okay? Indonesia. So Irian Jaya is part of Indonesia, okay? Irian Jaya is part of Indonesia. So all this part here, it says that before 1949, these islands here were looked after by Netherlands. What do we call those people? Starting with the letter D. Dutch, okay? Dutch, they are people of the Netherlands, all right? Class, 80s and receiving students. Dutch are called the people of the Netherlands, or we can say Holland, all right? So these islands here, they were looked after by Dutch, okay? Okay, let's move on. Someone read, please. Anderson, can you read? Thank you.
They were under the rule of Dutch. The people of Indonesia now rule themselves when the nation is republic.
All right, thank you. So they were under the rule of the Dutch. The people of Indonesia now, they rule themselves, and the nation is a republic. So that means in 1949, Indonesia became independent. All right, Indonesia became independent. But actually it was 1945 in which Indonesia became independent, but Dutch still controlled Indonesia for 4 years, and then after 4 years they fully became independent. All right, let's move on. Okay, Teddy, please, can you read? Receiving students, you read, please.
Since 1963, Irian Jaya has been a province of Indonesia.
All right, thank you. Mary, please, can you read? Thank you.
The province name was changed to Irian Jaya to Papua in 2002.
All right, thank you. So Irian Jaya, the province of Indonesia, okay, was changed. The name, okay, was changed by Indonesia to Papua, okay? Or sometimes we say West Papua, okay, West Papua or Papua, all right? Okay, does anyone know what this picture represents? Okay, it's an emblem, all right, of what? Emblem of Indonesia, okay? The government emblem of Indonesia. But I think the flag is different, right? Indonesia has, its flag is different, and this is the emblem, okay? The government emblem of Indonesia. All right. Okay, someone read, please. Andy, can you read? Thank you.
Export crops from Irian Jaya include oil, copper, timber, prawns, fish, spices, copra, crocodile skins, coffee, and
Okay. All right. Some of the crops, okay, export crops of Irian Jaya, all right, in which Indonesia gets money from, okay, oil. Those are some of the natural resources that they have. Irian Jaya has oil, okay, copper, and all those. All right. And, okay, map of Irian Jaya. I think up here it's not clear, but. So you find that this, mainly it's this part here, okay? All of this part here it's Irian Jaya, okay? Irian Jaya, whereas this small part here, okay? It's Indonesia. So there should be a reason why Indonesia is still holding on to Irian Jaya. Can you try and think of that? Okay? Whereas Irian Jaya, okay, is trying to, it's fighting for independence, but seems like Indonesia cannot let go of Irian Jaya. Okay, you should know, okay, you should come up with some reasons of why. All right? Okay, class, quickly, I want you to get these two questions down, okay? That question which I just gave to you now, okay, is for you to do some critical thinking, okay, of why Indonesia cannot let go of Irian Jaya, okay? That's the one, the second point which you try and discuss on that. But the first point is very simple, first question, okay? So have those two questions, 8Cs and receiving students, please, into your exercise books. And then we'll maybe listen to some of your views or your answers on the second question here. All right? Okay. What is the capital city of Papua or capital city of Irian Jaya? Okay. Yes. Oh, you finished with the first one, right? Yes. I'm sure the first one is simple. Okay. Okay, once you finish with the first one, okay, you go into the second one, the second question, right? Why do you think Papua is still to be decolonized? Or in other words, why do you think Papua is still looked after by Irian Jaya, okay? Or why can't Indonesia, okay, give Papua independence? Why is it still looked after by Irian Jaya, Papua? Oh, sorry, Indonesia. Right, receiving students. I'm going to give you an answer. Are you finished? Okay. Okay, just okay, wait. Yeah, Irian Jaya is it's Papua. It's Papua. It's just the name of that province changed. Irian Jaya changed to Papua. Sorry.
How do we spell it?
Okay, Jayapura. Jayapura. Okay. We can go to the answers now. All right, number one, the capital city of Papua or Irian Jaya. What's the capital city? Yes, receiving students. Okay, gimana?
Jayapura.
Okay, you others listen to gimana?
Jayapura.
Jayapura, you agree? Yes. Okay. Jayapura, Jakarta is the capital city of Indonesia. All right. Jayapura, the capital city of Irian Jaya or Papua. Okay, the next question, please. Can we have some of your answers, receiving students? Why do you think Irian Jaya or Papua is yet to be decolonized or still, okay, looked after by another country, I mean Indonesia? All right, Bronwyn. Okay, I want you to listen to Bronwyn's reason.
Because Papua has resources that are being exported to other countries, Indonesia is benefiting from the export of the resources, which is a reason why Indonesia won't let Irian Jaya be decolonized.
Okay, very good, Bronwyn. All right. Any other reasons? Any other reason of why you think Irian Jaya is still looked after by Indonesia? Eileen, are you trying to say something? You agree with Bronwyn's reason? Yes. Okay, receiving students. All right, you'll find that Irian Jaya, you see, Irian Jaya has a lot of land here, whereas Indonesia, okay, and Irian Jaya, okay, has many natural resources, all right, in which is being exported, like oil, all right, copra, what else? Rubber and all that, okay? All these resources are being exported, and Indonesia benefits from this, gets its revenue, okay? Money coming into their country because of these exports from Irian Jaya, Papua. Okay, so maybe that's one reason of why Indonesia is still, wants to look after Irian Jaya because of that. And not forgetting the land too, much of this land. Right? So Indonesia is also, it's benefiting from Irian Jaya. Aces, are you clear? You understand? Okay. All right. So your assignment, okay, everyone listen very carefully to your assignment. I'm getting tongue twisted here. Okay. Your assignment, we've just looked at Irian Jaya, okay? One example is Irian Jaya, okay, a country that is still to be decolonized, okay? And we looked at maybe one reason of why Irian Jaya, why it's still being looked after by another country. Okay. Okay, your assignment, which is out of 20 marks, I have the criteria on the next slide. Receiving teachers, if you would like to give your students this assignment, it's up to you, or if you want to have another assignment, that's all up to you. Okay, you are going to choose a country, okay, that is still to be decolonized. Like I just got Irian Jaya, I chose Irian Jaya, okay? Maybe you can choose French Polynesia, or you can choose American Samoa or Cook Islands. You can choose one of these countries, any of these countries. Okay, and like what I did, You just write a brief history of that country in the Pacific that's still to be decolonized. Okay, some guidelines here, some questions. Which countries colonized these nations? Why do you think these nations are still being looked after by other nations or other countries? So what you're going to do is, your assignment, you're going to maybe research on one of these countries that is still to be decolonized, and you write a brief history, okay, about it. All right? So those two questions they're guidelines for you to work along. So you choose one country and you work on that country, okay? So example, Cook Islands. You choose Cook Island, okay? You write a short history or brief history about Cook Islands. Which country colonized Cook Island, okay? Why do you think it's still being looked after by New Zealand, or any history on Cook Islands? All right, you finished? Yes. Okay. Okay, the criteria is this, okay? Content, all right? The content or the body, okay, body of your assignment, okay, is worth 10 marks, all right? 10 marks. Materials or aids such as pictures or a map of that country, if you want to draw a map of that country, okay, or if you want to cut out any articles or any issues, okay, any articles or issues to do with the history, okay, to do with that country's history, you can paste, okay, onto your, paste, or you can attach with your assignment. Okay, the materials, that's out of 3 marks. Your neatness, okay, 2 marks. How you lay out, okay, how you plan that your assignment, okay, the body of your assignment. Effort, are you doing this, okay, or you being lazy and you copying from your friend, all right, that's out of 2 marks. Timing is very important, okay, when I say due date, you give it on time. If you give it the next day, 1 mark off, all right? So total altogether will be 20, okay? 20 marks for this assignment. Okay. Okay, what week is this? 8 is week 5. Okay, week 7, Monday. Due date 8 is week 7, Monday. Okay, week 7, Monday, so 1 week. 1 week for you to do your research. Okay? Receiving students, you can give your due date. Receiving teachers, sorry, you can give your due date. Okay, so you choose any of those countries and you work on that country, okay? So the criteria is there. You want to draw a map of that country, okay, good. Or any articles or pictures. Don't forget your cover page. You must have a cover page for your assignment. All right, thank you, 8Cs and receiving students. We'll stop here. Our keyword for today is Irian Jaya. All right, thank you, 8Cs, receiving students and teachers for listening. Okay, thank you.
Teachers, here is your reference for the next lesson. Your strand, substrand, outcome, the topic, materials, and your reference.